Guys, I wanted to talk about Apple Watch really quick because it's really a really sad situation going on. We all know Apple, from the Love and Hip Hop series. She was the, person that came on and was spicing it up a little bit, doing some arguing. She was very open about, losing her children, not seeing her children, her family, her friends, and everything else. She was the new cast member. And then all of a sudden, boom, she gets in a car accident and her life changes forever. Not only did the car flip over, but it caught on fire. She had a fractured skull, a broken spine, and a shattered arm. She was recovering and she was fighting for her life for a very long time. Since this accident, she has went through a lot of physical therapy. She has been doing all kinds of other therapies to get herself healthy. She's able to talk and she is able to move around a lot better. But it's not about what she's been through, it's what she is saying that happened while she was going through all of this. She is saying that she filmed only 2 episodes for the upcoming Love and Hip Hop. Then the car accident happened and they went into the new season as though she did not exist. Now, I will say I am a watcher of the Love and Hip Hop series and they didn't touch much on it. At the end of one of the episodes, they put up that she had been in an accident and they were praying for her. She claims that during all of her therapies and being in the hospital that her bills were piling up and no one from the show was really reaching out. She claims that Mona Scott still owed her for things she had recorded on the past, and she had not received those checks or the residuals off those shows. She has done some recent interviews, and she has stated that Mona Scott has not returned her phone calls, Mona Scott has not returned her emails, and that Mona Scott has totally washed her hands with it. She also says that she's very, very, very upset about the fact that none of the cast members that pretended to be her friends and that pretended to be there for her has done anything for her in her time of need. Now, she did have a GoFundMe up. She did have, donations that were being accepted through her Facebook. She was asking for cash apps. She was saying that she can't see her children because they're out of state. She's also saying that she didn't have a lot of family who was showing up during the time to help her get on her feet. Now she has a show and she's kind of been doing a series on Instagram and Facebook to update us on our health, on her health and everything going on. Now, one thing I will say, when we have these times of needs, we can't always expect everybody to be in our corner. It will let us know who is truly there for us. But in this particular instance, she was an employee at a job. Love and Hip Hop was her job. She signed a contract. So if the money is owed to her, the money is owed to her. But a lot of people are getting on Mona Scott when there is something they say, allegedly, in the contract. If you cannot film fully, you only get a certain percentage and it is done. And that's one thing as people, when we sign our name on the dotted line, we have to look at. So this story gets a little bit tangled. It gets a little bit crazy because we don't know what was in the contract. But I feel how sad that all these people are on the cast. They all have money. They know that the woman that they were just sitting next to at the table, on the bus, recording with and having a good time with, is going through a time in her life where she needed people the most and nobody stood up to help her. Also, we know that Mona Scott is first a businesswoman, but secondly, she's a human. And if this was one of your employees and something like this happened, maybe you should have just made a donation and let her know, hey, I wish you the best, but this is all I can do. This is some crazy, crazy stuff here, y'all. And I really, really would like some feedback. And y'all let me know what exactly you're thinking about it, because I find it to be very sad. I'll see you guys in the comments below.